15 minutes. I've got like 14, that's all I'm going to give last. Chairman Bittner is on jury duty today, so he has an excuse. So we'll call to order the meeting of the Amarillo Local Government Corporation Board of Directors for Wednesday, March 21, 2012. Scheduled for 11:30, and it's now 11:55. First item on the agenda is the minutes from the meeting of March 7, 2012. Those minutes have been distributed to the board members. Are there any changes, corrections, additions to the minutes? Hearing none, then the minutes will be approved as previously distributed. Next item on the agenda is an update on downtown redevelopment projects.
Excuse me,
Mr. Manager, you can stop drinking over there.
Between potato chips and water, needed some help there. Just a real quick update for some of y'all. This may be redundant with some of what you heard yesterday at the Amarillo City Commission meeting. Nonetheless, I think we've got some exciting things going on, and soon to be some very visible things going on related to the downtown project. Yesterday, the City Commission approved the demolition of all three of the buildings that are in the block right across the street here between 6 and 7 years from Buchanan. That project should start here in about 15 days. They'll get their notice to the city, 45 to 60-day window. During which period of time, all of those buildings will come out. The basement, there's a pretty large basement in the police building, and the basement will come out. All of that property will then be backfilled, brought level, and you will have one city block square that is sitting bare, level, and ready for future use. Of course, the first use we anticipate for that property will be as the construction laid in yard for the hotel. As the hotel starts up, and they're able to move to that site, again, effort will go in on that block and the city parking lot begin to come up. Certainly might be a bit of inconvenience for a little while as we go through that construction phase, but I hope everybody can see that for what it is. That's the excitement of the project beginning to come up and come to fruition, and hopefully leaving us with something much better than we have today. Related to that, just a report because the previous asbestos abatement effort, those are what is called the city project as it relates to the downtown redevelopment. Thus, those are funded locally. The asbestos project, the demolition project, have actually been in your civic center capital budgets for quite some time now. Those projects collectively came in just right at $100,000 less than was anticipated. So we think that's very good. I think it shows that we're still in a good and competitive market here in Amarillo. And pleased to see that. That's just a positive to the project as a whole. Excuse me, related to that and following probably a couple of months at least behind will be the utility relocation project. We've made substantial progress as it relates to the design and the layout of those and which lines have to be moved, whose lines have to be moved, how do we make arrangements to keep all of the customers up and down the line in service while we go through that. That has been a cooperative effort to the City of Amarillo, Atmos, Excel, AT&T, and Southern Lake. So we have a lot of partners that have come together. I think we've got an excellent opportunity to do our first common ditch project, which as we do that, not only provides the service we need, it should produce a cost saving. And in the future, way down the road in the future, there will be no question, no doubt as to what line is where and what do you need to do to access such line and work on it. I think as the commission heard yesterday, when you have a city that's beginning to mature, become of age, you get some aging infrastructure. We've got some stuff that's not quite where we thought it would be or should be or could be. And, this will eliminate that for the future. It's likely that we'll have all but maybe one or at most two of the utilities in that same ditch. You certainly wouldn't have any stormwater in there. It may or may not on gas. But all in all, we're real pleased. We're not quite sitting on go, but we're very close to it. I think as your efforts as the ALGC continue forward and we begin to get to the point of executing the legal documents and starting the official design phases and so forth, we'll be able to wrap that up very quickly and get it underway. So Mr. President, that's kind of what I had. I'd be glad to answer any questions that anyone might have.
And then I guess just the visible projects that we have going on downtown, the Fuquay lot across from Oak Street Methodist Church, if you haven't driven by there lately, is well underway. And our college made a presentation to the Cheers Board on that. That will be finished out to comply with the building design standards. When that's done, plus Oak Street across the street, you're going to have a high concentration there of build out the way it's supposed to be going forward. So that's going to be a showcase. That's good.
May I inject, going back to Jared's report, update me because I can't remember, which is usual. The utilities, the overhead utilities that exist, like due south of the formworks and so forth and so on. I know that at one time there was a consortium put together. Okay, they're going under. All right.
Well, they will go under. I don't know the exact point that they'll go under. Could be as far south as 8th Street to make that happen. If you move between 8th and 9th, there's some tunnels, basements, other things up there. But I believe the current plan will be at least at 8th Street to start those down, at worst mid-block on 8th. What we have to do is we get in there, all of the utility providers will have to, for lack of a better term, set temporary connections. We've got to keep the Renaissance Hotel, the small condo unit over here, Globe News Center, all of that has to stay connected, you know, while we do the work. But all the utilities, when we're finished for this stretch, will be underground. You may see some temporary poles, but they'll go away.
Around that Fuquay lot, I think it's on the south side that it has overhead lines. So we are not going to have trees there.
Those trees are smaller.
Short trees. Miniature trees.
15th and where?
15th and 15th, the whole
We
corridor.
can decide with that, Jim.
Yeah, whole 15th, but it's the entire corridor.
Who stops?
Daddy tomorrow morning.
It's not to do much with this, but what about the Blackner building in Pope? It's for sale, I know.
It's for sale. It's for sale.
It's for sale, is it bankruptcy, or it's just for sale?
It's for sale. I would say, you know, it's really great to see the interest, both locally and non-locally, that we're hearing from developers, property owners. We are actively working with three different projects downtown too, which include market rate residential. These are being worked on, speculated upon, so we can't go into a lot of detail, but I mean, these are projects that came up as a result of all the attention, this project specifically, and all the public-private partnership. So we're beginning to see that ball start to roll.
And small, happy drive-up that's being demolished, that's parking lot, is that where that's going?
Yeah, it's a parking lot, and they didn't have to do the streetscape on that one either, and so, because they could have left the sidewalk as it was, but they were placing the sidewalk and putting the trees and the lights in that corner at 9th and Taylor.
There is a lot of excitement. There's a lot of projects, large and small, that are going on. The big L3 facility that's just south of here by the post office where all the satellites are, that decorative fence, they've started the work to get ready to bring it up. I think that'll be nice. Of course, Potter County Courthouse, some of the work the city did across the street, on the south side of the street. Just a lot of this is beginning to start, to connect. Happy's been a great partner. Did the full streetscape at the drive-up bank, also coming in on the parking lot. So we need to see.
Okay, anything else on data projects? Okay, next item on the agenda is public forum. We can take comments from interested citizens on matters directly pertaining to policies, programs, or activities of the Amarillo Local Government Corporation. Are there any comments from the public? If not, we'll move to the next item on the agenda, which is a closed session. And we will go into closed session to discuss potential purchase, sale, or lease of downtown property together with economic incentives that may be available for prosperity of existing business and